Efinity is a next generation NFT blockchain that is having its upcoming sale on Coinlist the 24th of June. Now, this is an interesting project, an exciting project that we've talked about here on the channel before. So the goal of this video is really twofold. First, I want to tell you a little bit more about Efinity is, so you can decide if it's something you might be interested in. But more importantly, and this is why I want you to stick with me to the end of the video, I will show you how to register for this upcoming sale on Coinlist so that you don't fall for any of these frauds, any of these scams where people are trying to sell you fake coins. Hey everyone, and welcome. This is Robert with Altcoin Buzz, and in today's video, I'm excited to bring you Efinity, which is a next generation blockchain for NFTs. Now, if you've been following the channel, you know that this is something that we've talked about before. It's something that we're really excited about because NFTs in general are absolutely hot commodities right now in the cryptocurrency markets. We thought CryptoPunks, we did a video about that a couple months ago with them hitting a $7 million selling price. We've just got news that more CryptoPunks are selling for more money. So anything related to NFTs, anything like that, absolutely huge in the cryptocurrency market right now. Unfortunately, a lot of these NFTs are running on blockchains that can be very slow or that can have very high transaction fees. So Efinity is really a cross-chain NFT network that is going to be powered by the Efinity token and built on Polkadot. So a lot of those drawbacks of chains such as Ethereum being solved by operating on Polkadot. So what I want to do first is go through a little bit about Efinity, tell you some of the advantages, some of the benefits, because with any investment, I don't like to give you advice, but what I do like to do is give you information so that you can at least have a little bit of an idea of what a project does so that you can consider whether investing in it is right for you or not. So with that being said, a couple advantages of Efinity is that it is really developed by Enjin. Now, for those of you who do not know, Enjin has been an absolute leader in the NFT space since 2017, creating the ERC 1155 token standard and launching the first NFT creation platform. It's the team really of Enjin is the team behind Efinity. So what they're doing, they're taking that experience, that knowledge, and they're rolling it over to support the Efinity token, to support this cross-chain NFT platform. Some of the features of this is that it is designed for simplicity. So fees on Efinity are designed to stay in the background, and right now, thankfully, thank goodness, Ethereum gas fees have come down a little bit in the past couple weeks, but not that long ago. Remember, we're spending $20, $30 on a transaction. Some of these demonstration videos here where I was showing you a couple months ago, I showed you how to do a swap within MetaMask, and that took about $70 worth of gas. So with Efinity, we are moving away from that. We're moving on to Polkadot. So not only are the fees going to be a nominal fee that happens in the background, but transactions are confirmed in 6 seconds, which permits the fast response times needed for mainstream applications. So again, those of us in cryptocurrency, those of us who are used to dealing with blockchain, we might be fine waiting 5 to 10 minutes for a transaction to settle. Someone that's new to crypto, that's used to these centralized platforms, they want speed, they want efficiency, and that is something that Efinity is going to be offer them. Now, on top of that, Efinity is designed to give rewards for everyone. So unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, Efinity rewards network participants, not miners. So everyone from the NFT creators, traders to developers, and early adopters is rewarded with this EFI token, fueling Efinity's growth and development. Another benefit, and I know I keep talking about Polkadot, another benefit of this chain being built on Polkadot is because Efinity is built on Polkadot, any chain can be moved into the network, supercharging it with next generation features, low fees, and fast transaction times. So the benefit of Polkadot and its relay chain is that it allows other chains to tie into this shared architecture, exchange information, and work together in a comprehensive, cohesive manner. That being said, Efinity is a token, like I said, that we've covered here on the channel before. The main purpose of this video is to tell you a little bit about Efinity, but what I really want to do here, because anytime we have a token that a lot of people are excited about, there's a lot of buzz about a specific token, what we see is that there's a lot of scams, a lot of fake token sales that go on, right? So let's suppose that there's a token that a lot of people have been waiting for years and years to come out. A lot of people will create a fake Telegram group. They'll create a fake group and they'll say, hey, you can get this token before everyone else. You can get this token through an exclusive pre-sale, through an IDO that is really fake and they're just taking your money. So in this video, I want to go specifically over the official sale. And again, this sale will only be happening on coinlist.co. So when you go for this sale, I'm going to put the address specifically in the description, and then I'm also going to put the address across the top of this video so that you can know the official address. So when you go to take part in this sale, make sure that you are going to the right place. That being said, just a few details of this sale. The asset being sold is obviously Efinity token with the ticker symbol of EFI. Now, in order to be eligible for this sale, you do have to register before June 18th. So registration opened June 2nd. It is currently, as I'm making this video, about June 14th. So I will try to get this video pushed out as soon as possible so that you still have time to register for this sale. That being said, regardless of when the video gets pushed out, keep in mind that hard deadline of June the 18th. So if you're not registered by then, you will not be able to take part in the sale. The actual sale period itself will be starting on June 24th. So again, that is about 10 days from now. You do have a little bit of time to prepare for that. The lockup will be 20 cents per tokens, with the tokens released linearly over a 9-month period starting on August 4th, 2021. The minimum purchase of these tokens is going to be $100 with a maximum purchase of $500. You will be able to purchase this with Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, and USDT. Now, the cool thing about purchasing with stablecoins, if you want to purchase with USDC or if you want to purchase with USDT, you have your choice, either one. There will be no fee associated with that. Now, if you choose to purchase with Bitcoin or you choose to purchase with Ethereum, you will be converted to USDC at the time of purchase, and a 5.5% transaction will be applied to that. So you pay with Bitcoin, you pay with Ethereum, they're going to convert that into a stable coin. You will be charged a 0.5% fee. So obviously, if you have those stable coins sitting in your wallet, not financial advice, but you can save a little bit more on those fees by paying in a stable coin. Now, here's how the sale is going to work. Users that are registered for the token sale will receive an email with a unique link to enter the queue prior to the start of the sale. All users arriving at the queue before the start of the sale will be placed in a waiting room. Please note that arriving at the waiting room early does not give you a better place in the queue. So you've got to apply, you've got to register for this, and you've got to wait for your chance to get those tokens. When the sale starts, users in the waiting room are assigned a random place in line. So again, you don't have to, and this is something that I really like, because a lot of these pre-sales, you'll have people waiting for 2-3 hours just sitting there at their computer ready to place, right? As long as you're there when the sale starts, you're randomly assigned to this waiting queue. Everyone gets an equal shot. Everyone is assigned randomly. Now, users arriving after the sale starts get a first come, first serve place in line after those in the waiting room. So as long as you're there on time, it's randomly decided. But if you come 5-10 minutes after the sale, then you're automatically going to be behind everyone that was already in the waiting room. Now, one thing I do want to point out is there are some restrictions with this. So this is not available for residents of the United States, China, Canada, and certain other jurisdictions. So again, that's another kind of drawback of being a US resident. We are not eligible for this, but if you are in other countries, you may be eligible. Now, with that being said, anytime we talk about geographic restrictions on these sales, you will have to participate in KYC, AML, Know Your Customer, anti-money laundering, if you want to be eligible for this. There's no way around it. You have to go through KYC if you want to participate in this. So that brings up a very important thing. If someone tells you that you can get these tokens through a Telegram, through a Discord, through Uniswap, through some other location, that is not the case. And again, I want to be 100% clear about this. The only place that you can get these tokens right now will be through Coinlist. There's no other exchanges, there's no other offerings where these tokens are going to be sold. So make sure that you absolutely protect yourself, because again, I know a lot of people, I know a lot of us in cryptocurrency, we don't like doing KYC. We're always looking for a way around that. However, at the end of the day, keep in mind, if you want to be a member of this sale, you have to go through the KYC. And just to point this out, you'll see that I'm actually using the Tor browser for this video, because it would not even let me get onto this page when I was using Chrome. So like I said, the official link for this will be coinlist.co/Efinity. Now, we do have to register if we want to be eligible for this. As I said, I am not a US resident, so I don't know how far I'll be able to get in this registration process, but I am going to try and go through the steps to show you how this would work. One more thing I do want to point out, there are no bots allowed through this sale. So the point here, and again, I don't like always having to do these CAPTCHA codes, but it's designed to prevent bots from accessing the site. So no bots for this sale. You can't use a bot. If you are found to be using a bot, any proceeds, any funds that you deposited, any coins that you were able to purchase, that will be immediately refunded. Your order will be null and void. So don't use bots. And then also, again, make sure you're going to this official site here. With that being said, we do have to enter a few different pieces of information here. So again, I am on the official registration link. I'm going to block out some of this, but I do have to enter my name, my email address, and then a password. Okay, after we have completed that, we have to select our country of residence. Now, this is where things are probably going to get tricky because this sale is not supposed to be open to US residents. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. But what I'm expecting here is that at this point, it is going to kick me out. Alrighty, so with that being said, you can see that our registration has failed. Now, that's something that we were completely expecting. It's nothing against Coinlist at all. It's simply a way that the regulations are. And again, I've said this multiple times on the channel. The US is not a very friendly cryptocurrency jurisdiction. So a lot of these things, if you're a US resident, you're simply not eligible for them. And I am using a VPN, and let's suppose that I lied and I said I was from Germany or France. That wouldn't do me any good because, as you can see here, you still have to go through that identified verification. You have to provide some kind of a document. So just using a VPN isn't going to be enough to get you around this. Again, it is not something that I encourage at all. That being said, you've got to play by the rules on this one. If you're a member of the US, Canada, or any of these other countries, you simply won't be eligible for this. So again, that's why I tell you to be very careful, because if someone comes to you and they say, hey, we can get you access to this, I can get you some tokens through some other way, it's not legitimate. The entire goal here is to go through coinlist.co. One thing I do want to point out, the team will never message you first. They will never ask you for any funds. And I know this seems a little bit repetitive, but the reason that I'm going over this is because when we see these really popular projects, a lot of people fall victim to these scams, and that is not something that I want to happen to you. So with that being said, that is a very general overview of Efinity, how to go through the registration process. Unfortunately, I can't take you any further. We've kind of got stuck on this step, but just to recap everything, I wanted to remind you that Efinity is a next generation NFT blockchain going to be working with Polkadot, having those extremely fast confirmation times of about 6 seconds, very low transaction fees, especially compared to some of the other networks that are working on Ethereum, things like that. So a great project, a lot of interesting features. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice. The key takeaway here and the main point of this video, again, is to keep you from getting scammed. To remember, the only official link will be on Coinlist. And again, I'm going to put that up here on the title of the video. Make sure when you go that you actually check that link to make sure you're on the right page. Do not send funds to anyone. Do not, if someone sends you a telegram, do not get involved with that, because this is the only location to take part in this sale. Obviously, you can't be a US resident, Canadian resident, or a few of those other countries. So, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching the video. I hope you got something out of it, and I will see you next time.